This day, who traded Tesla? I don't know, guys. 6% boom to the upside. Let's talk about the specific move that occurred on Tesla. What was in play? What was the strategy that we are frequently referring to here, and what played like a drum? Boom to the upside. Let's talk about Tesla. Now, we started off the day, you'll recall, who was reinforcing the move up and over at some point the 20 moving average. Indeed, the 20 moving average cut loose, railed to the upside to where, guys? Right on target, top side band contact. Looking at the Bollinger Band, this is London. Remember, former hedge fund owner, private, not SEC, not financial advice. Do your own trading, do your own homework, guys. We'll trade, you let us know how it goes. Shout out to our VIP #1 trade group. In terms of Tesla, that's the type of move we like to see. Bulls reinforcing. Do notice that precedingly up and over failed on the 4-hour. So it's not a given. It's not a guarantee. Anytime you're dealing with the specific probabilities in play, you're going to have to notice anything that is cross time frame, meaning the daily simple moving average, for instance, was a hurdle to get up and over. If you can see delineated here, the specific daily moving average on my 4-hourly chart, we have coded this in so that you can see the daily simple moving average. We actually set a candle on the 4-hourly up and over the daily, and bam, moved to the upside to that 4-hourly target. Beautiful reinforcement. Looking at that 4-hourly, we're looking at 71% of the time we are crossing over and hitting at least the 50%. Take a look at your stochastics. Very nice today. Stochastics killed it. What else killed it? Your specific capital control line. You got it right, guys. That RSI stochastic MACD, boom. You see the momentum. Everything was in line on that 4-hourly. We love the 4-hourly time frame. Nice to see just printing positive momentum along with that specific cap line. So beautiful trade today on Tesla. Let's go through the details. Any additional targets? Looks like we have a daily target now in play. We'll discuss that daily target on Tesla. We'll talk about Bitcoin. Going through a bit of a whiplash session here for the traders. Let me bring over the specific chart here. There we go. We actually did it cleanly. No problem. Let's take a look at the specific 4-hourly here. I lined these out for the VIP traders, guys. In terms of that, it's nice to have you in the back. Nice to be trading with you in 2023. In terms of the low to the high, take a look. The low to the high maximum. Now, remember, we had this talk. When you're using your candle wicks, what are you doing? What are we doing when we're using the candle wick features to the upside? We're making our targets more extreme. We're encapsulating that additional volatility. You got it right. So where were we at on just the lines? On the lines on the hourly, let's bring this over. Let's just bring this to the right. Those are more extreme, okay, including the candle wick action. Taking a look at just the lines, take a look and bam, right into that 50%. That's the sweet spot. That's on the hourly. Take a note on the hourly, all right, for Bitcoin. And we caught that at breakout in the back. Nice and easy does it. You got it. Remember, when I'm talking about more aggressive targets to the upside, and note those targets, I may give you more aggressive targets. Just quick draw in the back. Make sure that you know that there is a, guys, a recoil function essentially possible at any specific 50% or prior thereto level of the extensions. Without a doubt, you got to be prepared for that. So nice throw back, boom, back to preceding level of resistance where orders are stacked. You know this. Nice price action, nice trade on Bitcoin today. Pot for a percent and a half, something along the lines. Nothing like Tesla, which is continuing to impress. Now, as we look at Tesla up 6.2%, fulfilling that crossover and boom, move to the upside, that move to that top side band. Let's take a look at any other patterns that may be in play. Let's notice on the 3-minute, we went through a nice rounded top feature here. Nice rounded top feature, and the bulls just went up and away along that 20 moving average on the lower time frames. You never had to dance, guys, after we really got back up and over and set this as a level of support. Boom, look at that. Nice, nice action since this entry here on the 3-minute. Just take a look at that. That's a 2% move in what period of time? That's a 1.84% move in an hour and 24 minutes. Not bad, not too bad. So Tesla off the starting gate, out of the starting gate, you'll recall this morning invited the bulls to be a part of the action. Bottom line, it was the bulls versus the bears. And Bears, you stopped out. Yeah, you had a bad day indeed. Hopefully you switched sides. I would hope you switched sides as the momentum started to really pick up, particularly on that 4-hourly. Again, you'll see that momentum picking up. Bull. You see the bull there. Boom, all day long. And just a nice gradual indication here of the momentum moving to the upside as price did continue to go the last number of days here. That momentum has been rising, very nicely done. And in terms of the specific daily, we're seeing the daily finally come around on momentum. Move like this can do that. Look at the 20 moving average on the daily. Provided some flash trades. Absolutely some flash trades. Hammer in, nicely done. Way to go in terms of those small quick takes, 8-10 second trades. Sometimes 20-25 seconds, could be 30 seconds, a minute. But bam, as we're heading up a direction, learn to engage quickly. Just knockout punch. Boom, boom, in the market, in and out. My personal favorite is maximum, okay? Maximum, guys, not maximum, but maximizing the amount of the trade, okay? Relative to and consistent with the time. I'd like a shorter amount of time involved in the trade with less risk, okay? And maximize profits. That's the maximize there. If we're looking at a larger amount of money being used for a less amount of time with lower risk for higher profits, that's exactly the 1, 2, 3, 4 combo that I want to put together personally. That's what I like to do in the market. That's what I enjoy doing. So how my profile is essentially, if I were to say I have a profile in the market, what my profile looks like. Large amounts of cash, short amount of time, right? Low amount of risk and high amount of profit. That equation for me is what I'm always looking for in the market. And again, we deal with differentials in terms of frequencies of trades, in terms of duration, frequency meaning duration. So just nice day on Tesla. We don't have them all like this, but when we get them like this, we appreciate the opportunity to even discuss Tesla for purposes of just applying the pattern framework, the volatility expectations, sometimes coinciding with Bitcoin, etc. That's guys, enough said. Very, very nice day on Tesla. Looking at that top specific pro line on the daily would be nice, would be nice. We have orders above at these levels of resistance, clearly. Orders above at the levels of resistance. And I'll just say right now, it's coming into everyone's framework on Tesla as you would look at the specific potential here. And it's, if we were to just say, well, why don't we have a bull flag? Let's just say, why don't we have a bull flag? Let's just call this a bull flag on Tesla. Let's look at the preceding level and the preceding bull flag here in terms of that beautiful catch that we called down and below. You know, this was a monster move. Bam. Set records on Tesla. You got it right. Beautiful bull flag to the upside. So why don't we just call this a bull flag as well? We have the specific curl in feature along the level of support. Not my favorite, not any real technical trader's favorite way to formulate a bull flag. We like that move to the upside first and the handoff from the bears to the bulls, the bears to the bulls, and up and out. Right here we have a handoff and really a rollover, guys, of just too much of a rollover. We like that strong movement in to not compromise the specific measurement of that flagpole from that low to the high. We'd like a straight line to be repeated, bam, a measured move. But looking at the framework here, this is being considered by the market. So traders are starting to get excited about Tesla. Could be the Cybertruck, could be a lot of issues ongoing. What I will say is it's just nice to see a clear breakout line rather to trade. So we don't have too much differentiation on the daily chart. There's not much differentiation between the lines and the candles. That's welcome news. Not too much of a level of differentiation between the line and the candles. So this is a pattern that everybody's waking up and going to pay attention to. We took a look at the specific, at some, what do we do? Fibonacci retracements yesterday. So to the extent that you participated in the Fibonacci retracements in this zone, congratulations. If you stacked on into those, way to trade. Congratulations. And let's take a look at, let's say, there we go. Take a look at these specific Fibonacci retracement features. So nice to see that in the mix. And so this is going to be what we're going to be, guys. This is essentially what we're immediately looking at. $261 being a threshold. Let me go ahead and turn on the specific decimals here so we can make sure and get a real good look at this. And while we're looking, we're just about at that gap fill, aren't we? We got the gap fill at where are we at here, guys? The gap fill at about 260, 256. That's real close to getting filled, right along with that pressure along the top side resistance. This has been a bull target all day long for us in the back. You know, anytime that we scope out a specific channel formation, you know this. Anytime we scope out a specific channel formation with a level of support, parallel carry up level of resistance, this area in here is our bull target. You know this, you know this. So nice green candle, and you know what the bottom of it is, don't you? You had an opportunity to enter, didn't you? You had to make a choice not to trade it. didn't you? If you didn't trade it, you bet. And that's just going to be your choice. If you choose not to trade it, that's fine. If you choose not to try and reinforce, let's say on behalf of the bulls up and over that 20 moving average, hey, such is life. That's your decision in the market. But I'm going to encourage you to at least take a look at where the bears and where the bulls are entering, right? The bulls trying to reinforce that up and over the 20 moving average. And guys, what's the target? Again, need I ask, what's the target on crossover of the 20 moving average? You got it. Survey says top line band, bam. Nicely done. We happy? Yeah, nice strategy, nice day on Tesla. We can't complain at all. We won't complain at all. That's the type of action that we'd like to see at 6% to the upside, 5.95% to the upside. That is a nice move. These are good trade days on Tesla, right? Encourage you to evaluate your overall trade plan as you look at your level of involvement for crypto and or equities. If you're choosing to trade equities, take a look at how you're exposed generally as you take advantage of your cryptos versus your equities. Does crypto have the upper hand for you? If so, why? Do equities have the upper hand for you? If so, why? I'd love to hear personally why that reason, essentially what you've got in terms of your reasoning. I'd like to hear what has the upper hand for you. Which volatility preference, which technical or volatility preferences or technical preferences do you have and why amongst the assets that you focus on? So let's take a look at Nvidia. Taking a look at Nvidia, we're currently coming into contact with the specific 20 moving average on the hourly time frame, without a doubt. Nvidia was up and out early, you guys will recall, from the specific bottom side hit. So that we're getting a bit of a reprieve here on Tesla is nice. What did Nvidia do? It hit along this level of support quite early along our weekly green buy line. You got that right. Taking a look at the 4 hourly on Nvidia, I'll just remind you that we did have a nice move to the upside. This low to high on Nvidia was what, guys? Let's take a look at this. Was 10.31%. Yeah, 10.31% in 11 days, 10, 11 days, almost 12 days there. So nice to see that. Nice to see that action. We'll just say that. Remember, we have a cool off after that nice, guys, nice move to the upside, and that's Nvidia moving before really pulling a Tesla. If we were to say pulling a Tesla, but that green candle on Tesla, I believe really eclipses any of these moves. Yeah, that green candle just blew these away. That was 10% the entirety over 10, 11 days. Tesla just took it out 6%, clean in one fell swoop in one day. Nicely done. Do note on your 4 hourly, the precision laser guided entry here on your cap line. These are precious trades, guys. These are nice trades. Nice trades. Key, line, focal, target, site, acquisition, and laser. Boom. Precision trade. Nicely done. That's a 1.4% move. That's something you want to pay attention to in this specific 4 hour bar that's printed on the price chart. That's phenomenal. Really a phenomenal move. And taking a look at the specific, if we were to look at the 20 moving average on the weekly after a nice green buy line, taking a look, remembering this week on Monday, we hit right into the specific 20 moving average. So nicely done today. On an Nvidia pickup late in the day. And remind yourself that we are in this specific pattern formation. We need to get up and out over a level of resistance. This is going to be considered as twofold, as that, let me check the time. We got T-3 for close for tomorrow before New York closes. So inverse head and shoulder possible. Be looking for a potential breakout on open. We'll look for a potential breakout on open. And be aware that we have a flat bottom support on Nvidia. That's noteworthy. We have to note we have a flat bottom support on Nvidia. We would expect this line to attempt to continue to reinforce. Looks like we have a bit of the notion of both a rising wedge along a level of support. You know, we handle those a little bit differently, along a level of support and a bit of an expanding broadening formation, the broadening bottom formation. What I'm not real crazy about is the rising wedge componentry on Nvidia. Nonetheless, we are in, let's see where she wants to close this. Hold on one second. Let me dig into this. If we're just going to look at a potential bottoming formation here, double bottom, cup and handle, where are we going to close? It is nearly dispositive, but at resistance. So if you are a trade at resistance and up and over and count on a breakout for tomorrow and you say, that's fine, London, I'm ready to do it. I want to look at my momentum. We're only off on one time frame on momentum being the weekly. Right now on Nvidia, bring me the heat. I want to trade the breakout on in through tomorrow. Let's go. We're in an expansion of bell volatility on the micro and the macro. I will say do so at your own risk. Never overexposed in the market. Always ready to double and triple down in the instance that some fundamental shift, etc., and you are ill prepared to the downside. I'm just going to recommend that, guys, you watch yourself in the market when you're playing something that just is risky. Because she can compound overnight, surprise you, and she can make you pay for wanting to be a little bit anxious in terms of getting those specific profits like you did today easily today, traded live action without the stress overnight, etc., on the crossover of the 4-hour time frame 20 moving average. So those are key moves that we're picking up during the trade session. No need to stress overnight. If you just want to hammer, say, well, I want to go hit a home run on Nvidia, well, just go for it. You sit at the plate and swing as hard as you can, but don't swing so hard you can't play the next couple of games, right? So in terms of that, Nvidia at the point of breakout, momentum looking positive for now. Let's go ahead and discuss. We got about 1 minute left. We can discuss, guys, nothing more than a beautiful trade day on Tesla. There's a reason we look at Tesla, taking a look at the dynamics in play. Let's scope this out real quickly, probably just a touch too late here. If we were to look at this specific patterning on Tesla, we are just above the 50% completion. That's the max probability in terms of this move. We have reached the max probability on said move, but going ahead and including the preceding marker here, guys, in terms of this curvature and this handle, we're not quite there yet. Just to note, we're not quite at that 50% threshold. So I would say this would be an instance where we have some disagreement between the traders as to what the proper target is. Proper target on the larger formation here, the larger pattern is going to be the 264.37. You got it. And on the smaller pattern, we have reached destination maximum probability. Okay, so that 264.37 is on the map without a doubt. Just to encourage you guys, look at your differentials, never overexpose, and Tesla is one that's going to continue to allow us to trade as the days go. Level of resistance broken out here. Sweet move, very nicely done. Congrats to everyone who's traded, and again, we did talk about this as well, right? We have this bullish expression being that descending wedge, which has traded to the upside. So all of this patterning formation is getting us up and out of the descending wedge instead of that head and shoulders pattern. So this is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP Trader. I want to shout out to our VIP. Way to trade, way to go. That's Tesla in the house. Then again, never overexposed, but learning how to take advantage of the volatility in short time frames in terms of how you can decrease, decrease your the duration of your trades, right? Maybe a higher frequency trading event. Very nice. In, out, along with your carry trades to supplement your carry trades. Bring your trade along the entire day. If you have a trade in the acquisition zone, you want to bring along your trade for a couple of weeks. Have the ones that last a day, the ones a couple days, the ones for a week, and then have those that last maybe 10, 20 seconds. For those of you who are working on that dynamic in your trade game, you are amongst the very, very few who are really refining that skill. The ones that I know and guys that I have, I just count in my personal Rolodex, way up there in terms of skill set and proficiency, way up there. Okay, way up there. Hard pressed to find them. They're of such a caliber of talent. I'll tell you that. So that's it. This is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP Trader. Way to trade. We'll talk to you guys later. We will be here in the morning. I'll be streaming for you, and it's nice to see you. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Take care of yourself, and congratulations on those trades and those profits. Remember, enjoy the market, enjoy the profits from the market, and make sure that you eat well, sleep well, and make sure that you take care of those relationships, guys, that you had before you got in the market, and now that you're in the market, make sure you take care of these relationships. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.